Hi, and welcome to the Balancing Act Local Edition. I'm Monto Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and influencers who are making a difference. So let's see who's making news right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, expert advice on elder law, beautiful bespoke suits and clothing, delicious bakery bites, all things aromatherapy, plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
You know, there are certain things in life that we just keep putting off until it's too late. Estate planning and other aspects of elder care are two of those obligations to which you really owe it to yourself and to your family to take care of ahead of time. At the Nebenzahl Law Group, they understand how important this is, how to do it right, and most importantly, how to keep your family out of court. Coming up next, Andy Nebenzahl, an elder law expert, is going to tell you how easy it is to do this advanced planning and to avoid the pain which results from having to go to court when a loved one may pass away.
There are certain things in life that we just keep putting off until it's too late, and it can cost us. Estate planning and other aspects of elder care are two of those obligations to which you really owe it to yourself and your family to take care of ahead of time.
Estate planning and elder law involve the process of thinking through and documenting how you want to be cared for as you get older, what you want to do with the things you own when you pass away. The experience of a good attorney comes from what he or she has gained from assisting other families over the years and learning what's important, learning where the pitfalls of document drafting, for example. A lot of times there are a number of issues, very subtle issues sometimes, that a lawyer can help guide families through the numerous considerations and decisions that you need to address. The most important thing is to engage in a discussion with a professional who knows how to ask the right questions that are applicable to your family, understands your family. It's not a cookie cutter session. Documents aren't cookie cutters. It's important that the documents you create reflect accurately your intentions and the needs of your family. I began to develop an estate planning practice actually after my mother passed away. A year or so before she died, she got all of her children together and brought us to her lawyer's office and said, okay, this is what I've done. Here are the trusts that I have. Here's how everything is going to go through very easily. And sure enough, she passed away about a year and a half later, and it did. And I was like, this is amazing. And I'd been a practicing lawyer for 25 years or so, and I didn't know any of this. I was a trial lawyer. And so I became trained on estate planning and started to do it, and I feel really, really good about it.
A properly designed estate plan will give you control of your life and your assets. In most cases, this can all be done without having to go through probate.
Some of the consequences of having to go through probate relate to the time and expense involved. The time is the most important one. Oftentimes it can take months or even years to finish an estate. And in the meantime, that delay could cause damages to some of the property. The executor, the personal representative might want to sell some stock because the market is going down. That person can't do that until he or she is appointed. And if there's a delay in the appointment process, the value of the estate goes down. Nobody has the authority to take care of a deceased's house, and the mortgage doesn't get paid, the utilities don't necessarily get paid. Instead, if you've done your proper estate planning and avoiding probate, within days, if not weeks, of a deceased's passing, all those issues can be dealt with, and you don't have to involve the courts. A revocable trust is an instrument that is written so that your assets can be distributed to whoever you name in the trust upon your death or disability. You name a trustee. Generally, it's the person that drafts the trust that is the trustee for life, so you have control over everything. You're not giving anything away now. But if you become disabled or if you pass away, then whoever you name as the successor trustee will take over and do exactly what's written in the trust in terms of distribution of your assets. And the other beauty of a revocable trust is, as it's called, it's revocable. It means you can revoke it at any time. You can amend it, you can change it. You can decide if there's a change in your family dynamic that what you originally put in the trust doesn't make sense after 10, 20 years. And you can make changes. So it's a very easy instrument. It doesn't require you giving money or giving the authority to manage your affairs to anybody unless and until you get to a point where you're unable to do it for yourself.
Creating customized strategies based on the unique aspect of each case will result in substantial savings to you and your family.
The estate planning process, of course, starts with a meeting with your attorney. And in that meeting, you have to have an open and frank discussion with the attorney about your family dynamics, your assets, your concerns as you grow older, what kinds of later in life living you want to have. And you can begin to plan through that interaction with the attorney to draft documents that do that. Now, when you have these discussions with your attorney, one thing you ought to keep in mind is, of course, who I want to have the responsibility for doing all this stuff, either as trustee or, if it's a young family, guardianship of young children. And that's a very complicated discussion. And when you determine who those people should be, before you do the documents, you should go talk to them. Make sure they're comfortable with that role. Make sure that you're comfortable with what they would do in that role if you're not there to do what you need to do for yourself. So that includes a healthcare proxy, that includes a young family taking care of children. So once you've made all those decisions and you communicated them to the lawyer drafts the appropriate documents. The documents are signed, witnessed, notarized, and generally most law firms will bind them in a package for you to take home with you. It's a preferred idea to have the original stay in a law firm in a safe and have copies distributed. It's really a good idea to give those to the people that are going to be administering your estate. A healthcare proxy is extremely important for anybody to have. A healthcare proxy, like a living will, directs who may make healthcare decisions for you if you're unable to make or communicate your own healthcare decisions. And in the healthcare proxy, you lay out how you want to be cared for if you get ill. A power of attorney is a fairly simple instrument that gives somebody the authority to manage your financial affairs if you're unable to do so. Somebody that you trust will be able to, if you get sick, pay your bills, transfer money, things of that nature. An online legal service gives you templates to prepare documents. It doesn't provide any mechanism for advice and understanding of a family's needs. There are a number of things we can learn online through the internet, through YouTube, but ultimately, being online doesn't have the capacity to ask you questions and elicit information that is important in the analysis of what you want to do. Some of the process is also the benefit of the experience of a lawyer who has seen a number of families go through the aging process and indeed pass away.
Give yourself and your family peace of mind that your assets will be distributed according to your wishes.
In my view, estate planning is really the ultimate manifestation of that old expression, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. It's something you really should think about and focus on when you have the flexibility to do so. To be able to go through this process ahead of time and not have to worry about it and deal with it while you're grieving the loss of a loved one is really remarkable.
For more information about the Nebenzahl Law Group, visit the website at neblawgroup.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Time for a wardrobe upgrade? Here's some inspiration.
Your appearance often creates the first impression on others. A sophisticated look can convey professionalism and elegance. Are you ready to elevate your style? Let's meet the team at Hive Colony for a unique perspective and experience.
I believe it's important to dress in this particular manner because it exudes confidence, right? It gives you a better sense of being. It says a lot about you and your overall appearance as you enter the room. The emotions that come across while wearing a Hive Colony suit are a multitude. From the boardroom, it can give you a level of confidence. Even on your special day, it gives you that level of romance. The history of Hive Colony started off as a tailored truck concept in the streets of Manhattan. We then opened our first brick and mortar store here in Boston. We're actually sitting in the first showroom as we speak. Customer service is at the forefront of what we do. We go above and beyond to make sure that you are dialed in every step of the way and you feel comfortable and confident about your custom garment clothing with us.
Hive Colony is about thoughtful choices, attention to detail, and expert help in selecting pieces that align with your personality.
The way we focus on what we call FIT, which is an acronym for the Fashion, Innovation, and Technology, is the fashion piece. We ensure that we have some of the best fabrics from across the globe. For the innovation piece, it's our cutting-edge 3D technology. The technology is what kind of ties all three together, allowing us to have more of a seamless process for our clientele. We, in general, are known for having some of the best fabrics across the globe. We carry fabrics like Loro Piana, Zegna, Marzoni, VBC, Drago, Reda, Scabal. All of these are well-known fabric mills with great reputable names. Outside of the wide selection of fabric options, we have suit separates, dress pants, both casual and formal. We also do active shirts and business casual dress shirts. We also provide bomber jackets, overcoats, hunting coats, and dress shoes, which are all handmade in Italy. We can accommodate many budgets. So if you do have a budget in mind, we always suggest that you let us know beforehand. If you have a comfort-specific requirement, we want to understand that. It'll help us better tailor the garment for you. It's important that you allow yourself at least a 4 to 5 week window because we're creating something specific for you. Outside of that, we always suggest a 2 to 3 month window prior to any special occasion or event.
From the initial consultation to the final fitting, no detail is small enough.
In terms of our measurement process, what we're known for is paying attention to the details. We go beyond the tape measure. We use the 3D scanning, the technology, but more importantly than that is really understanding the client's fit preference. The 3D body measuring scan allows us to capture over 300 different measurements. We're able to individually highlight and select any particular measurement that we want to focus on. Here at Hive Colony, we pride ourselves on the level of communication that we provide to our clients. It's one of the ways that we put forth some of the best level of customer service. We believe that throughout the whole process, the client understanding exactly what to expect and setting the expectation so that they have their perfect fitting garment.
From day one, it was a great experience. When I filled out my information on the portal, I included a little piece that I'm profoundly deaf and that I read lips. And I was welcomed with open arms. As soon as Brittany greeted me, she knew to face me the entire time so I could see her lips. And that made me feel so included. Well, I ordered my custom tuxedo for my wedding and I loved the tuxedo, but I love all their suits and the blazers specifically. I wore one of the forest green blazers, which was so comfortable. I think I like that one the most. I feel powerful. I feel like I'm in my comfort zone and ready to take on the day.
When you elevate your style with sophistication, it becomes a form of self-expression that positively impacts various aspects of your life.
Hive Colony can be found across the country, currently at 10 locations. We are in Boston, we are in New York, we are in New Jersey, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Charlotte, Nashville, Miami, Dallas, and California. Hive Colony's future plans are to open our 11th location on Madison Ave, which will be our second location in New York City. Hopefully you can find us at a store near you.
To learn more about Hive Colony, visit the website at hiveandcolony.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
They've been a family-owned business for over 90 years. Lewis Bakeries was founded by three brothers who mortgaged their mom's house for $300 and opened a bakery in a southern Illinois cabin. The bread was delivered daily by Model T trucks to local homes nearby. But because it is so good, it has grown to become a national favorite. And today, my junior sous chefs and I are rising to the challenge and creating healthy sandwiches using their delicious half-loaf breads. Meet the crew. Daphne and Lena, give a wave.
Hi.
Are you kids ready to have some fun?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, here we are. We're at our sandwich making stations, and we polled our panel. They told us some of our favorites. What's your favorite sandwich? You have a one particular one when you come home from school, you're like, yeah, I want to have a what?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly? I can make peanut butter and jelly happen. I got peanut butter, I got jelly. How about you, little one? What's your favorite sandwich?
My favorite sandwich is pretty much everything.
Okay, everything? Then how about you make one I like? Some Nutella and some fluff. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get our cutters out and start making our bread look ready for kid-like things. What do you want to use, this one? You like this one. You said it looks like an eye before.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, let's do this. You're going to do the cutout. You're going to put it in the bread, push down, and cut it out. You want to be a star? You want to be a big star or a sun?
Sun.
You want to be a sun? Okay. Get on there and give it a good push. I'm going to be a star. I'm going to be a star. We have all the things here to make our sandwiches, including Lewis Bakery's half loaves. There are 16 different flavors, and today we're using three of the most popular: the nutty oat, the Hawaiian, and the honey wheat. So let's get creative. Right now, the kids are going to cut out everything. I'm going to take this scrap bread. Don't think we're going to throw it away. We're going to take this, kick it over to the side, and we're going to make some bread pudding for dessert tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. All right, kids, do your cutouts, assemble your sandwiches. I'm going to be back here for a taste test in a minute. Well, the whole time, I got a few tricks up my sleeve over here. Check it out. After all, look, half loaves are genius. They're great for singles, small households, or big families like mine. I like variety in my house, so we like to mix it up a little bit. Over here, check this out. This is the ultimate club sandwich. It's a club I want to get invited to. There's ham, there's turkey, there's bacon, there's tomatoes, there's hard-boiled eggs, sprouts, all made right here with the whole wheat. Check this out, nutty oat. You want to make a nutty oat avocado toast? I got mashed avocado and oven-roasted tomatoes, a little bit of fresh basil and olive oil on top. Incredible. And then right here, 12 grain. Berries and cream cheese for a breakfast grilled cheese sandwich. These are absolutely amazing and delicious, but I have to tell you that my favorite one right here really is this. My new friend, Joey Buck. He's got hair made of carrot, he's got eye made of cucumbers and olives, a nose, and the whole time the Hawaiian bread gives him a place to stick his big cheesy teeth out of. Hey kids, how you doing over there?
Good.
What are we doing? What's this looking like? You look like a star. You look like a sun. You look like a star. Oh, look at that. Oh, I can better to see you with. How about that? That is a forehead eye. That's like the evil eye. All right, so let's start putting these things together. Why don't you start assembling some sandwiches? Now, you told me that you happen to think that this bread is the best bread that you've ever tasted before.
Yes.
And how old are you?
8.
So in your 8 years of experience, this is the best bread you've ever had?
Yes.
Yes. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. All right, I'm going to put one together too here. I'm going to put a little cream cheese and a little bit of grape jelly over here. This is nice. I'm going to put my star on top of here like that. This is a healthy way to start the day. You know, let's talk about healthy life products. Folks on a healthier diet might not eat that much bread because it can be high in certain nutrition elements like calories or carbs or fat. Lewis Bakery's Healthy Life flavors are a better choice. They've got a sugar-free option, and right now, back at the lab, they've got a keto-friendly bread coming out in the making. This is going to be absolutely incredible. And for more information where you can find this luxurious, delicious bread, go to lewisbakeshop.com or visit our website, thebalancingact.com. Remember, this has been a quick bite. Well, that's pink. I like that. Remember, kids, let's take a bite out of this. But chew slowly.
Well, there are more and more benefits than ever when it comes to using essential oils.
That's right. From helping our immune system to sanitizing our hands or just providing stress relief, they literally have become essential.
And here to tell us all about it is Mr. Anthony Pedrazzo, who's the president and CEO of SpaRoom. Welcome to the show, Anthony.
Hello, thank you for having me. Excited to be here.
I love this, and the smells are just, I wish we had like smell-o-vision, Montel,
Absolutely.
right? Because we have lavender, eucalyptus, I mean, hundreds in between. Essential oils, Anthony, they're just so beneficial. Why?
Aromatherapy, as we all know, has been used for centuries. It's been more evident that consumers are realizing the actual therapeutic and health benefits of them. Essential oils can boost your mood or even provide immediate relief when needed. For example, you have lavender, which is relaxing, peppermint, which is refreshing, and eucalyptus, which is invigorating. The two most common ways to enjoy are diffusing and a topical application, which these are not ingestible. Overall, the use of aromatherapy can make a positive impact on your mind and body.
Now, something that's become a part of our daily lives right now is hand sanitizers. So talk to us a little bit about how you're helping when it comes to hand sanitizers.
Our focus as the nation's leading aromatherapy brand was to not only meet the CDC guidelines of 60% alcohol, but also provide a product that will moisturize your skin and smell great.
And we should know that some of these essential oils, like lemon and even some of the orange juice, do have antiseptic capabilities or properties themselves, correct?
Correct. So the lemon and eucalyptus that we did decide to put in there, even orange, also does provide some antiseptic relief.
And I love the diffusers. You brought so much here, and we
Sure.
do appreciate it. We're going to take it home, right?
Different types,
But
right?
look at the diffuser. This one's fantastic. And also for the children, look at this little night light as well. And then you got the big mama here. Look at that one.
And when you actually absorb this and smell this and, inhale this, you're giving some antiseptic properties into your sinus cavity,
Absolutely. So, Anthony, I mean, great diffusers. Tell me more about the displays and how they work. I mean, it's just great.
Now you have your humidifier sitting there, which is good for your bedroom or any other room in your home, as well as the diffuser that you turned on initially. That's actually our number one selling diffuser. There's a lot of benefits with obviously using essential oils and different types of applications with some of the products you have in front of you. And when I'm feeling under the weather, I add some water and drops of my personal favorite, our Breathe Easy blend, the essential oil directly into the humidifier or diffuser, and I feel an immediate relief. It cleanses my nose, my nostril, and my throat. We like to pride ourselves on quality, features, and functionality at an affordable price, which we believe is differentiating us from our competitors. And all of the products that you see in front of you go through a very intensive testing method before we actually launch the product.
Anthony, for our viewers who'd like more information on how to get any of these products, where can they go, dear?
You can go to SpaRoom.com.
Well, thanks so much, Anthony, for being with us today and sharing this with all of our viewers. I know they're going to love it.
Thank you so much, Anthony. More protection, Montel. You can never. All right, have enough of this. And if you'd like more information, go to our website, thebalancingact.com. Clean hands, clean heart.
Thanks so much for joining us on this local edition of The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.